climate smart agriculture, I think the bank is having a green lens or a climate friendly lens. And this follows the nomination of the bank to be one of the national implementing entities to the Green Climate Fund. And since last year, they established a climate finance and sustainability department, which will be looking at mobilizing climate finance resources to support low emissions development strategies and actions, as well as climate smart and resilient actions across different sectors. And currently the priority themes are in transport, water, agriculture and irrigation, and then we are also looking at social infrastructure and the energy component, including renewable energy and energy efficiency. So this is quite an exciting platform for the bank, especially bringing the sustainability lens where climate smart agriculture will fit well in terms of adhering to the sustainability lens in terms of financing in that regard. So what we have done, apart from going to the Green Climate Fund for accreditation, where we are at level 1 of accreditation, and they've done the first compliance check of our application. We are also in the process of conducting a feasibility study on a climate finance facility. So we said, instead of just waiting for the green climate financing, which may take time, why don't we then have something to complement the green financing component? So we are now consulting on the climate finance facility, and to date we've engaged KPMG Zimbabwe, which is coming on board with DMH, as well as KPMG India, to conduct a feasibility study on the financing mechanisms that the climate finance facility can provide to the stakeholders across the board, because we will be supporting both the private sector and the public sector. And we are also looking at your views in terms of how you view the facility should operate. Should it be an on-lending platform? Should it be a blending platform? And in terms of CSA, if we are going to have any products, either for the farmers, the smallholder farmers, do we have the data? So there are some of you are already implementing CSA with the farmers, and we have the data that can inform the different types of products that can be established by the bank and be supported under the climate finance facility. So this is part of the opportunities to be part of this consultative process, and say how you view the climate finance facility being structured to support credit enhancements, to support early feasibility study formulation, and to offer products to de-risk any potential advanced project, so that the private sector can come in. And how can we leverage the CFF financing to actually leverage on more private sector financing, or be able to crowd in more private sector financing. So this is what the bank is doing at the moment. And we also already have an ongoing infrastructure value chain facility. So if you have anything related to climate smart agriculture from an infrastructure perspective, this is the opportunity to also explore the bank's infrastructure value chain facility as well. And I think there's a lot of support that you can also get in that regard. So we are really advancing our work, and we are not only closing our doors to the GCF or the CFF, but we are also opening our doors even to development partners, so that we can come together and see how we can crowd in private sector financing, and also offer concessional loans at a low rate to allow for uptake of green technologies, and also for scaling up of climate smart agriculture initiatives, among other related climate technologies. Thank you. One thing I learned from my chief executive is that he has regional experience, bringing it from the African Development Bank, and he's open for ideas. So we are open.